Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of them together. The content that I'm going to show you right now is just the latest iteration of doubling down on stupid from the left. We're about to cover things that you've never heard before. In fact, they just invented them, including super sanctuary states, which I can't help but resist to make a super sanctuary for the 2A. And then on the other side, you're going to ban ghost guns because ghost guns were illegal in New York and someone killed someone with ghost guns, so you got to ban them in Michigan. Guys, this is a thing. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think of this mashup. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We have got some freedom to spread from border to border and coast to coast, and thank you in advance for that consideration. Now, guys, as I get this spun up, make sure you check out our sponsor, Sonoran Desert Institute. SDI, they do the same thing that you do, except they prepare you for school. Like, they prepare you for a career. So all the modification that you do with upgrading your guns, modifying your guns, doing all the little knick-knack, paddywhack things you do to them, yeah, they teach you how to do it officially so you can actually get a job and make money in something you enjoy. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. All the materials are shipped directly to your door. You can do gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, drones. Guys, this is something to at least be aware of your options. There's a link right down there. Check it out, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of it right down in the comments field. And of course, let's get back to this, because we have got to double down on stupid, people. I mean, like, genuinely. If you haven't ever heard of a super sanctuary state, you're about to. And, yeah, of course, keep in mind, the super sanctuary for 2A probably could follow soon. But anyway, they're always leading the way. Watch this. Just listen to this insanity of what they're saying.
I think this policy goes beyond California's existing sanctuary laws by adding an additional layer of bureaucracy that hinders local law enforcement from directly notifying ICE about illegal immigrants who are currently in our jails, and they have committed heinous crimes, including child abuse or endangerment, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, but only if this conviction is for a felony, possession of an unlawful deadly weapon, gang-related offenses, a crime resulting in death or involving personal affliction or great bodily injury, possession or use of a firearm in the commission of an offense, torture, rape, and kidnapping.
That's weird.
That's the population we're talking about. So under this policy, and if a legal immigrant commits one of these serious crimes, San Diego County would be legally prohibited from directly coordinating with ICE. This effectively protects the offenders from deportation, allowing them to remain in our communities where they could cause that same harm again.
Yeah, so let's hold on a second. Did you catch that, guys? So in San Diego, they actually made this a law. They actually passed this as an ordinance, 3-1. So the super sanctuary cities are now going to apply to felonies who are already arrested and in jails on the taxpayer dime. Now they're going to be shielded from ICE if they did things like rape, heinous crimes, possession of a firearm. What was the other one? I can't remember. It was something with, oh, there we go. Use of firearm and commission of a offense. You know, it's really weird that the state that leads in gun control, it kind of like vies back and forth with New York. It's between California and New York. It's weird how everything is the gun owner's fault, everything is the gun's fault, but when you get illegal immigration, because Trump's coming into power and you have to do a super sanctuary ordinance, all the laws that would apply to people being in jail for gun crimes, well, they can't get deported. They just got to stay here. And they can stay in the communities and they can't be accountable. So all that bluster about it's about the guns, yeah, they're full of it. Because they're not only saying guns are fine, they're saying illegal criminals who are in jail for possession of firearms, of which they said was evil, and possession of firearms during the commission of an offense, also what they said was evil, they get to be shielded from the federal government. You can't make this stuff up, and we're not even to Michigan yet. One more thing from San Diego. Guys, this type of hypocrisy is where the magic happens. Just gonna say it. I gotta adjust this. My OCD is like bugging out. I gotta get this window right. There we go. Sorry guys, it's a problem. All right, let's go to the next one. This one's at 2 minutes. Let's just scrub a dub over to the 2 minute mark and see what else is in here.
And these tragedies are preventable. But sanctuary laws allow them to happen by allowing illegal criminals back into our communities instead of into the hands of ICE. San Diego County is already spending $5 million annually of taxpayer money to provide legal counsel for illegal immigrants facing deportation, no matter what the reason is that they're being deported. This proposed legislation, to me, seeks to prioritize the interest of illegal criminal immigrants over the safety of law-abiding immigrants and citizens. I don't think we can continue down this path.
Yeah, he says some more stuff, but you get the idea. They're being shielded from ICE. They're being shielded from federal authorities because California wants their sanctuary status so bad that they're not going to deport people who are caught with firearms and committing offenses with firearms. Behold the leftist mind virus. Not Democrats, by the way. Leftist mind virus. That's what this is. Because you cannot forsake anything else for the immigration or the hot button topic at the moment. So whatever Trump's going to go for, everything else falls to the wayside. This is why I say all the time on this channel, the left is oriented in pillars and hot button topics. They're all product tested. They're all market tested. Each one has a thing. You got abortion over here. You got immigration. You got gun control policy. You got tariffs. You got all the different hot button topics. Transgenders on one of them. But if you go after one of them, oh, you better not touch that one. But when you start to relate them together, the entire thing falls apart. That's the whole point. That's why I'm showing you this. Okay, so now, of course, you got sheriffs like this one that say they're just simply not going to enforce it because that's why sheriffs are there. And I'm pretty sure sheriffs are the only reason California still exists. Now let's go over to Michigan. Way up in there, the Michiganders, the old northern states with the lakes and stuff. All right. The Michigan Senate is set to vote today on a critical bill that would require serial numbers on ghost guns. Untraceable firearms have no place in Michigan communities, and we're urging lawmakers to get it done. You know, nothing says we should put gun control laws around ghost guns in place in Michigan like a crime where they were in New York and someone was actually killed defying those laws, including the suppressor bans and the ghost gun bans. Nothing says success like emulating the law that failed. Yep, well, they're going to do it anyway. Watch this. Now we've got our state policy attorney, Jesse Ojeda, testifies in Michigan's Senate Judiciary Committee. This is from Giffords. Let's hear what she has to say. I'm sure it's going to be a just plethora of greatness.
Ghost guns are untraceable firearms assembled at home from 3D printed parts or easy assemble kits, often for less than the cost of a licensed retail firearm.
Totally legal, by the way. Just saying.
More simply put, though, ghost guns are crime guns. These firearms bypass critical background checks and serialization requirements, giving...
Ghost guns are crime guns, guys. You didn't know? I'm not sure if you knew that, but they're actually crime guns. In fact, if ghost guns didn't exist, people who use them wouldn't commit crimes because the ghost guns are the crime guns. I give you the leading, or one of the leading groups in gun control in the United States, Giffords.org. Let's continue.
Access to those who should be prohibited from owning a gun, including minors, traffickers, domestic abusers, and violent criminals. These bills today take proactive steps to mitigate this danger by banning the sale and possession of unserialized firearms and firearm parts, while also offering a clear path for compliance for existing law-abiding owners.
All right, you get the gist. Here's the thing that I have to say about this. One, it's dumb. Two, they never let a tragedy go to waste, so even though it's an example of complete failure of the exact same law in New York, they're trying to pass it in Michigan because now it's all of a sudden magically going to work. Ghost guns are now crime guns, so if they just did exist, the crime wouldn't exist because that's not... Anyway, I'm getting spicy. Let's keep going. Here's the other part about this whole thing. And providing avenues for legal gun owners. Thanks, we've got it covered. We already provided legal avenues for our gun owners. It's called the Second Amendment. Thank you very much for providing your legal offering, but we'll take the one that we wrote that says shall not be infringed. Very simple, very easy. Even you can follow it. But here's the thing. When you give them the avenue to provide legal ownership avenues, that means that you have to jump through their hoops to get your rights. Yeah, nope, I'm good. Thanks. I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know. See you then.